Greatness Coaching with Heidi M.
Monday afternoon, 2 o'clock, and time for Greatness Coaching with Heidi M. Today is certainly a very interesting one. It's always interesting, but today it really is very, very interesting. Spending time with family you don't like, especially now over the festive season. What do you do? How do you handle that situation? The lovely Heidi M is going to tell us all about it today of Greatness Coaching. Heidi, hello.
Hello, Ian. Yes, I'm here. I've got some tips for you because I know it's so close to Christmas time that I think there are some listeners out there who are already dreading it.
Yep.
Who are already thinking, what can I do to just get through this? Yes, so I would like to start off by just telling you a very quick joke. This is a radio advertisement, and I don't know, and I wouldn't have said anyway what the product is, but the woman phones in and she says, my mother-in-law said to me if we were married, she'd poison my coffee. And then the mother-in-law replied to the mother-in-law, if we were married, I'd drink it. So, yes, it's like that. And it's not necessarily just the in-laws. Maybe some people don't even like their own siblings.
Sure.
Or there's beef with the parents, or you have to be with friends that are not helping you feel great about yourself or your situation, whatever the situation may be. I want to say this, and this is first and foremost. Presumably, look, if you have to spend time with people you don't like, it is with people who you do like. There are some people you do like there. I don't think you're going to be the only one in a whole family or in a whole group of friends who doesn't like anybody there.
And then you've got a problem.
That is the case, no, then you must please not go. Then you must please be very sick in so you can't go. But presumably there is somebody there that you do love, that you're going to this specific event, or with you're going to be with these specific people for a reason. And I want you to make the reason that you owe it to the one that you love, the loved one, the one whom you do get on with, the one you are attached to. Do it for that person. You owe it to that one person out of this entire group that you do love and that you don't mind being with. Do it for them. Keep the peace for their sake. Put them first. You cannot be selfish in these situations. You're going to have to think of that one loved one there who will be very hurt and or agitated if you go and make a scene every day. I'm just urging people to really think of the other person. Put that person first. Now that we've got that out of the way, so you're going to keep that person in the front of your mind, right? Remember, it's not forever. We can always deal with things if we know there's an end date.
Yeah.
So now I do know that sometimes the agony is so much, and your hurt or anger or frustration with these people might be so much that it's going to be, every day is going to feel like a week to you that you have to spend with these people. But put in your mind, in the forefront, together with this person that you're doing it for, that this is the end date. Now, you obviously don't want to make a big calendar and count down the days where everybody can see it, crossing off the
Oh, my
Only
word.
1 day left. Yeah, 3 days left. Yay. No, you're going to very quietly put it on your phone. Make a little calendar on your phone. Do a little something, an interactive or a Word document or wherever where you can scratch out the days, and then you look at it often. This is if you have to spend a few days with these people. If you have to spend only 1 day, but the hours feel like days, what you're going to do is then you can count down the hours. Right.
You go to the bathroom a lot and just scratch the hours off until you leave.
A lot. That's right. If it's going to help you get through this, if it's going to stop you from making a scene, if it's going to stop you from a quarrel, which nobody needs in our lives. 2020 was a dreadful year for many people. If it's going to stop you from adding stress to 2020, if it's going to stop you from upsetting children, children see things that live in their subconscious and or their conscious minds or could live for many, many years to come. You could literally destroy a child's life in one argument that you have with that child's parents.
Yeah.
You could literally be responsible for destroying a child.
Sure.
So if that's what it takes, Eon, go to the toilet and scratch off on your little calendar. So just keep that end date or that end time in your mind's eye. Just keep it right there. You just need to know that you're going to get there.
Yeah.
The third thing, suck it up. Suck it up. It's just a few days out of 365. You are above any feelings of negativity. You are strong enough to put these negative feelings to one side for a few hours or a few days. You have to be bigger than the situation. You have to be the better person. Air quotes. Be the better person. You have to put your big girl panties on. Right. Make the most of it. Find somebody there that you do like, even if it's just a little bit.
Or even
this is now apart from the... Yes?
Heidi, maybe if you don't like the people, maybe you like their pets,
Beautiful. Maybe you like their home. Maybe you like a painting. Maybe you like their garden. Stick with the things that you like for as much time as possible. Try and find somebody there that you can bear looking in the eye and just try and make a little bit of small talk. Even if they don't even speak back to you, you be the better person. After all our Monday conversations, Eon, our listeners are now in a position where they can rise above the negativity for a few hours or a few days. After everything we've said to each other over these past weeks and months, in this Greatness Coaching podcast, our listeners know how to just suck it up, and they know it's for the greater good because they know not everything is about you. Another thing you can do is to make yourself useful. This is if you're not at your own home. I really hope that the people you dislike are not coming to your house. I really hope you are rather at their house. So if you are at their house or in their space, make yourself useful. Give a helping hand to the host. Help with the serving of the food. Help with the cleaning up, right? This is a double-edged sword, Eon, because it's going to make you look good, right? And you won't have to sit there and speak to them if you are moving around and doing stuff and being useful. So I think this is my best tip, this one.
Yeah, very good.
It's just making you look amazing from whichever angle people are looking at you. Now, if somebody is constantly making nasty comments or trying to diminish you or just saying things that are hurtful, then what you can say is this. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat that? And
Oh, that's so good. Oh, my word, that's brilliant. No, that's your best tip, Heidi, by far. Definitely.
Is this?
I'm going to frame that. Yeah.
So sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat that? Right, but you must practice this beforehand so that you can come across as very sincere.
Yeah.
The other person probably, definitely not in front of others, probably won't repeat it because they know they said something that was out of line or hurtful or unpleasant, right? Unless they're a narcissist, in which case you should just then really suck it up because there's no way that you're going to convince a narcissist that they're wrong ever.
Exactly.
So step away from the narcissist. Step away. Another thing that you can say is, thanks for sharing. Just that. Thanks for sharing. And if you have the guts, you're going to say, I've decided to not let in negative criticism.
Yeah.
But that's your last resort. First try. Thank you very much. So sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Try that one first. Yes, try that one first. If that doesn't work, thanks for sharing. And then I'm not going to let in negative criticism. You could also go, thanks for sharing out loud, and then quietly in your head, I am not letting in negative criticism.
Okay.
So that, because this way you are wiring your brain to not let it in. And this way you are keeping your brain and your mind in a positive state. Look, your mind only does what you tell it to do. So if you tell it, don't let in negative criticism, it won't. You can also go to the bathroom and look at yourself in the mirror and say, do not let in negative criticism.
Yeah.
And your mind will definitely listen, because some things can be really hurtful. Oh boy, you've gained weight, or are you pregnant? And then meanwhile you've gained weight. Nasty things like that. People can be so petty. So it's important that you protect yourself by telling yourself not to let in negative criticism.
Another one, Heidi, that people say, people love saying, there's the weight thing, and then the other thing is, oh, why are you so pale? You need sun.
What does that even mean? Why is it a problem if you're pale?
Some people have a light complexion, I
know, I'm very light. I'm looking at myself now. I am very pale. Hopefully nobody says that to me, because I would have to say, are you crazy?
You are not pale, by the way, Heidi. You haven't seen me. Yeah.
And you live near the coast.
I know.
I'm in Joburg. What is your excuse?
I literally am a huge risk, actually, for skin cancer. So I just got to stay away from it.
Yes, absolutely. And factor 50 yourself, even if you're staying indoors, right?
Yeah.
So, Eon, I would just like to give you two things that are serious do not. Please don't anesthetize yourself. This means, please don't medicate yourself with alcohol or drugs. Or sleeping tablets.
Ativan.
Please do not anesthetize yourself. You see, the thing is, this situation will just end in tears. As any stressful situation where you go and add yourself to that situation in an anesthetized state is not going to have a good ending. Remember that person that we spoke of in the beginning, the one you are doing this for? Right, they don't deserve you sitting there like a zombie and acting like a zombie. And next time you have to deal with these people that you are with and that you don't like, it's going to be even more uncomfortable. You will have very little control over yourself, far less than normally. And this is weakening your position.
Yeah.
You don't want to embarrass yourself in front of people, let alone embarrass yourself in front of people you don't like and who most probably don't like you. So you need all the control you can lay your hands on. So please don't pop pills, drugs, or alcohol in that situation.
Yeah.
Be very, very careful.
I mean, if you're drunk, that's a terrible thing. You're not in control, and you probably won't even remember most of it. So, I mean, imagine now somebody insults you and you go off in that drunken state, you know. What do you say?
Yeah, exactly. And then let me tell you, as much as you won't remember, they will.
Oh, yes.
And they will hold it against you.
And they'll probably phone you.
They'll never let you forget that. You don't need that stuff in your life, right? And then the other thing, Eon, this is really the last thing I have to say about this. The temptation is huge to actually bury yourself in your phone or your device. Don't do that. That is not cool. That is rude. And you don't need to be rude, because they will also hold that against you, and they will also never let you forget that. It is just rude. Apart from, look, if you're not going to check your phone every 5 seconds when you are out at a restaurant with a loved one, then you shouldn't be doing it now either. Yeah. It's not right. It's just going to make you come across as disinterested, and look, you are disinterested most probably, but there's not a reason in the world for you to show it to them. Yeah. Remember, you are taking the high road. You are being the better person. You cannot possibly stick your head in your phone and keep it there. That it is just not going to work for you, the person you're doing this for, and this is just going to give the people that you don't like, who most probably don't like you, a lot of ammunition to use against you. You don't need that. You need to go in self-protection mode here, not run onto the battlefield with this phone in your hand. So, right, that's what I have to say. And then I just want to say good luck, because I am going to spend Christmas with people, and New Year's with my family, whom I love dearly and who love me. I think, yes, they do. And I'm sending you all the strength and energy that you may need. And if you need me for anything else, you can find me on my social media at Greatness Coaching with Heidi M on Facebook, and at Greatness Coaching on Instagram, or you can pop me a WhatsApp to the Greatness Coaching WhatsApp, which is 079-815-6305. If you need help urgently, I'll pop you a line back. Maybe we can make a plan together.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart, Heidi. I love your tips. It's really going to help people in this situation, spending time with family you don't like. And now we've got some lovely tips, all thanks to Heidi M with Greatness Coaching. Heidi, my favorite, as I said, I think after this conversation, my favorite is definitely that first one. Sorry, I didn't quite hear that. Could you please repeat it? And then,
yes.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Perfect.
I love that one. Yeah, well done.
Let me know how it works, Eon.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much.
And thank you. And next week, we're talking about December blues. A lot of people suffer from December blues. It is sometimes a kind of a sad time for some people, especially if you lost a loved one around this time. So we'll be talking about that. Looking forward to it, Heidi, as always.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Indeed. And as am I, Eon, have a beautiful rest of your day.
And you. Thanks, Heidi.
Okay.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.